Hello, everybody, and welcome back for a very special episode of Avatar: The Last Airbender. We will not be only watching one episode this time, but two episodes, both Avatar: The Last Airbender, Day of the Black Sun, Part 1 and Part 2. Netflix have squished them both into one specific episode, and we're just going to do a double feature right now. So if you happen to be watching this on Netflix, it should not be any kind of error or anything. Just watch it all the way through. If you're watching it on any other platform, I will be sure to let you know whenever the second episode starts. But it's a little Christmas special for me, so I am ready to get into it. You ready? Starting in 3, 2, 1, play. Nickelodeon. Yes. Water. Earth. Fire. Air. This is the day. This is the day they've been building up to all season. So being a two-parter makes sense to me. I just hope that there's like some really good payoffs. My main theory is that we are going to get our two storylines, A and B storylines, meshed together, and then it'll finally be like Zuko with Aang and Foop. I think they're gonna join together, and then it'll be the villains versus our main storyline, which is all of our good ones. Airbender! Previously on Avatar. Oh no. Mm-hmm. Okay. Eyebrows gonna get out! Look what you have become! Yeah, chill. I am so pumped. Book 3, Fire. Chapter 10, The Day of the Black Sun, Part 1, The Invasion. All right, let's go. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Settle down. Yee! That's so handy, making custom ports. Ah! Swamp folk! Ah. Wait. Ooh, bit callback episode for everybody. Let's go! Ah. Mama's like, let me get some of that action. Glider! Do glider! Cute. I hope it does. Why you gotta be... Sorry, just watch your language. Hmm. I hope he doesn't take advantage of your kindness to get out. But you know what? I hope he gets out. Mm-hmm. The armor! Ooh! It looks so good! Time to shave off all that hair. Let's go! Put a little kindness in there too. Cute. How epic. I mean, you can put out the fire with water, but how do you get past the gate? It's metal. It's big metal, though. I don't know if Toph can do that. And it begins. Submarines! I thought we were flying for half a second. Alright. Yeah. Understood. Get out, Ming! Don't be the sacrifice because we just met you and we like you. Smooch him! Don't run away right after that. That's so lame. I thought Aang was doing that. That's cool. The air bubble. Yeah, I mean, either way, he either dies or kills somebody. Or that's the assumption anyway. So that's a rough parting because it's like this is you having to grow up really fast. Cute. Nick. Ooh, good dodging though. Ooh. Ooh, not great. There you go. I'm just debating, are they going to have any casualties or are they not? Like, just as the show it is, or I don't know. I imagine there's going to be casualties. Perfect size. Well done. Good job. Good estimate. Or it sucked if it was just slightly too big. So it reminds me of like centipedes. I don't like it. Ooh. Get a little seaweedy. Let's go. Nice, nice, nice. Bombs. Love it. I don't like separating. I don't like separating at all. Like, I get it. Like, yeah, you gotta, but like, ugh. Story-wise, this seems like a rough move. Yeah. Go, 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 go. And like a supportive family. That's nice. My armor looks so good, so she found him. Mm-hmm. Don't stop now. Keep looking it forward. Got out of dodge. Book 3, Fire, Chapter 10, The Day of the Black Sun, Part 2, The Eclipse. Next episode! I didn't even feel like a whole episode. That's just like passed by so fast. Yeah. Why are you here? Why you need to... Yeah. Good. Yeah, we don't have any, like, place to put him. There you go. Well, yeah, he ready. Let's go. Search. It's the only advantage you got. Let's go. You can't just, like, turn around and come back a couple days from now. Yeah. I just would have been like, maybe the people with the bending abilities should go first. Except for... Oh, okay. I was gonna be like, maybe y'all can cool it down? No. Terrifying. How are you gonna get back? Oh, I guess he's got air powers. What are we talking about? Let's go. Seriously? Seriously. What a secret little force to be reckoned with. Keep moving. Keep moving. I get it. Keep your speeches coming, but keep going. Oh, okay. Just a snitch. All right. I was afraid it was going to be a trap. Eight minutes. That's just on her. Intriguing. I didn't know if he was going to run away. I didn't know if he was going to, like, try to face his dad. I didn't know what he was going to do. Don't look directly at it. How about that? Huh. Confident. You didn't figure that out? I mean, if the other girls are here, she is not powerless. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Figured that. At least for 8 minutes. Whew. Show, buddy! What words? These are more like annoyances than anything else. Let's go. Cool. But again, a time waste is a time waste. Because to let her go would be, like, severely bad. Just one good gut shot. Just give her one good gut shot. That's all I needed. Oh, come on, Sokka. Yeah, because she's gonna be a loose cannon if she gets away, but also, all this is just wasting so much time from the Fire Lord. Unless Sokka's gonna take care of him, you know? And he can't bend metal, so... Uh-huh. She's running away. Yeah! I feel like somebody has to stay here. But I hate to split up. Blocked! Don't. Don't! Don't. There you go. There you go. There you go. Punch her! Punch her! Oh gosh. I'm still caught up on that last scene. Ta-da! Yeah, we knew it was coming. They're so good at baiting them, though. Like that? That was sneaky. How good at, I don't know. It's just let me talk slower. I want Sokka to be the one that takes down her. Everything is so good. Hello, sunshine. Oh. Right back at you, boy. Gotta be strong herself to break through a rock. Mm-hmm. You just don't have the advantage. Maybe even from the ones that have surrendered to you. Hot air balloons. Mm-hmm. Wow. That one's going down fast. Huh. I'm so excited to see what he does. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know. Yeah, better. How good of cover that will be. Ouch. Okay. What a lot to cover there. I just went through a roller coaster of all kinds of emotion in this one. We knew it was going to be big because it was going to be a two-parter, and we knew it was going to be big because this is like the moment we've been living up to all season. It had to be something spectacular, and having that many different twists and moments of just like, it was just like so exciting throughout. Really enjoyed it. I find myself crying by the end. So like, oh man. Oh, and I got some answers, or not even answers, but just like some callbacks to some things I've really always wanted callbacks to, and some face-offs that I'm excited to see, and to like see like Sokka just progress even further. I don't know. This has just been really cool episode. Bringing back all kinds of characters throughout the entirety of our storyline has been wonderful to see. We've already got an emotional connection to some of these characters. We've already like got to see some redemptions for some of them, like the Doc and Inventor guy just being like, I didn't do finished some great stuff before, but like he's doing better now and creating submarines for us. We'll get to that in a little bit. But just like having all these different wrestler characters and the kids from the first like Robin Hood-esque stuff, Jet stuff, like they're all coming together once again of all ages to come and fight. And that seems really cool because we now have stakes in our people that are fighting with us. We now have submarines, and I have a question about that. I get that there is no kind of like air like intake. I genuinely don't know how a submarine works anyway, so like I'm not one to like actually critique any of that. But what I do want to ask is like, was it a smart idea tactically to come in with ships before launching the submarines underneath, or could we go down a couple of times? I guess there's like, this is just a general question to everybody. Was it just for a surprise factor that we had it where they pulled up the ships and then launched the submarines? Because that being what it was, it feels like that's what gave away the initial invasion attack. Admittedly, they probably knew about it ahead of time too, but like that was the prompt of the moment because we had like a big speech at the beginning of the day. So like we had some time to like greet each other, enjoy each other, but also then have time for the attack later on. So I'm wondering if that was the smartest tactical move. We did have a final big moment, which like whether or not that's something that's like a super interesting storyline to me. We have Aang and Katara's kiss. And yeah, but more so intrigued me was the moment around that. And yeah, like, okay, whatever the crush stuff and they're together. Whether or not they are together is still to be determined. They're both blushing, but I don't know. I don't know how they're going to proceed with this story. But the moment is true, and it was very heavy when they were saying, like, it's all going to be different after this. And I think they were more so saying, like, we're either going to win or we're going to lose. But if you think about it on a personal, just deep down level of, like, personal traits and whatever, Aang is going in here as a kid to fight a man that he is either going to defeat, which hopefully not in a murdery kind of way, but possibly. So having that be an option on the table, either I'm gonna get unalived or I'm gonna unalive somebody is just so yeah, that's gonna be one of those things that it's gonna be a big personality perhaps shift and change perspective on things and definitely take some self-work to see how that moment goes, because who knows if it's going to be a quick thing or if it's going to be a long thing. And it's just like, that's a big moment to be like, we're separating and who knows what's going to happen next. So the weight was not lost on me in that moment. So get you kissing and everything like that, but I wish he had also just said the words or something like that. Just being like, I love you, I appreciate you, and like, thank you, smooch. Done. But like, it was just a smooch and run. And I was like, don't do that. That seems so, that's just, no, don't do that. But personal writing choices on that. We had some pretty epic fight scenes throughout this. Animation on point, loving the choices of creation of the centipedes, of all things, how that they're fighting with and without the fire powers. Having just all sorts of different tactics throughout. And I've really enjoyed this, especially since like we don't get to see the planning phase. We have been following our main kids' characters, and I'm sure that there was like more talk off screen of like how this is going to go down and the exact things we need to do, because they were very organized. And then I don't know how it is in the heat of battle. Do you do football calls out just being like, line up like this later on when Sokka was in charge or not? And either way, like, they were doing it, and it was fluid, and the animation style was fun to watch. I was creeped out by the centipede looking things. But what a fun choice to be like, it is kind of something scary, and you are trying to like creep out your opponents because this is a battle. So I did enjoy their stylistic choices on this. Very good. Hate when the dad split up from Sokka and Katara, because you know, like story wise, you're like, don't split up, don't split up, don't split up. It's probably you're might be fine. I did expect worse to happen, but I'm glad it didn't, and I'm glad that both of them touching moment, little touching moment when Dad and Katara both like, we're proud of you. And again, you got to keep thinking like, the tides can turn at any time in a battle. So, like, you don't know when the last time you're talking to somebody is. So just having those little like moments of validation and like support and all this kind of stuff, you need it. It's necessary. So especially whenever the other generals are calling to the people like, we've got this, everyone, we can do this. I'm just still like, go, 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 go. You only have 8-minute window to get this done. So you got to get in there. But I get it. Like, you have to still like keep the morale high. It's you have to do that in every situation you ever do with like a group of people, but like definitely in a life or death situation. So, appreciative that those call outs are still in there. Like, let's go, we got this, let's keep going. But like, keep moving while you're doing the affirmations, y'all. I did expect Zuko to run into the Avatar in this one. I didn't get that, but we got Zuko's big twist moment. And it's something I've been waiting for forever. Because, like, you know, from the very beginning, you just know that he's going to eventually side with the Avatar. So that he is the first person to approach his dad, especially during this time, because, like, genuinely, it's the only time he can. At least as is right now, you know, because he even says later on, like, it's not my destiny to beat you, but I know my place, so I am siding with the other guys. So I really appreciated all of that, especially at the end of the first parter, approaching his dad and having that be a big epic moment of like, I'm here, the Avatar is not. I'm so surprised. I wonder if he thinks that Aang was going to be there at that time. I don't know if he actually went in there with the intention of just like talking to his dad first. I don't know. I wonder if it would have been something that just as a character, if he had privately hoped that the Avatar was already there so that he could be just like, I'm siding with you, let's go. I don't think he wanted to have that talk. I don't think it was ever something that he like desired to do, something that needed to happen for sure. But I don't know if and that's just like a character choice of what I would want as the character is like, I don't think he'd ever want to talk to his dad or confront his dad like that. He's been having this like inner turmoil for forever. So having that happen as something that I'm thinking is like not something planned out in the beginning, just as a good moment. Just being like, you are forced to speak your truth. You have to do this now. There is no going back. You have no Avatar to hide behind and just be like, I am going to hide by here and just fight with him. You have to speak to this big bad. And what a cool moment it was. Like, everything I wanted. Lovely, lovely. Because he didn't end up like getting a full fight, but they got a little bit. And just like the back and forth retorts were really good. And I still say it again, just the moment of the whole like, no, it's not my job to beat you. I know which side I belong on. And then the whole like, oh, your uncle got to you. And he's like, yeah, he did. He did. And it's just like, I loved these like quips back and forth. And as you're about to walk away, it's like, I bet you want to know what happened to your mom, huh? And it's just like, the pull back in. So just really good fun writing and all of this. We're getting a bunch of stories of just like, I have to keep watching because I have to know what's about to happen. And so not only in this storyline, but also with Azula. We have some of our main characters going off to fight Azula. They come across her and already just sitting there just been like, I knew this was going to happen. This is just what we were expecting. Already a little kick in the shin right there. But to have her already be completely powerless and still so cocky, well done. Well done. You know she wasn't going to, like, back down for anything. And, you know, like, part of you wants to stay and fight her the entire time because if she gets away, when she gets her fire abilities back, she's going to be a force. So it's like, capture her. But at the same time, this is wasting time. And, like, I don't know if I would have split my troops at that point. That's when I would have been like, I don't know. I feel like you've got to take care of things. I'm so sorry. One of y'all volunteer. I don't even know who at this point, because I just think one of you guys have to be able to take on Azula while I go find the Fire Lord. But I don't think leaving her to her own devices was the best idea. Especially since she can, like, break through rock whenever she even had her arms, like, cemented to the wall almost. Just... that's her as her, and it's just She's scary beast. She's a scary beast. She's a tactical beast. She is a very smart beast. And there's just so many moments in that whole fight sequence that was just fun to watch. I really wish, really wish when Sokka had caught up to them in the hole that he was trying to climb through while she went in through. I just wish he had just sucker punched her right in the ribs or something. I don't know, just something small that he could get in. Because especially coming right towards after that, whenever she starts mentioning Suki. This is somebody that I absolutely love as well. So like Suki and Sokka, I was just like, yee, I'm down for it. Let's go. Because I just like both of their characters a lot. And so like favorite couple probably, but just having that as the bait and switch of just to throw it out there because I know you wanted information, but I'm not actually going to give you information, but I need to waste your time. How just rotten of her. And I smile because it's just like, it worked. It worked. You have to give her credit of being like, yep, it worked. So I hate it because I was even interested because I want to know if she's actually still imprisoned or if something else has happened to her. That conversation makes me think that she's imprisoned. I kind of had thought that she had been, but now that we have mentioned her name again, I hope we get to see her again. I think that would be a fun character to also bring back. And just that last little bit where she's just like, I'll tell you exactly where the Fire Lord is, just here. And it's so cocky and just so confident. Be like, yeah, you're still not going to beat us. Go ahead. And just turning around like, Azula. The sun comes back. They all get their fire powers back and everything. And that includes not only the people deep within the castle, hider, bunker, whatever you want to call it, but everybody else. So finally, we also have our hot air balloons, our like floating ships, everything like this, all back and action-packed and ready to go. So like there's a lot of fighting still going on. I'm surprised the people that surrendered before when they did like the haha, oops, yeah, we surrender. I'm surprised that wasn't an uproar or something that within our main ranks that had already captured them fighting back already, but I'm glad we didn't have any of that because I think we needed the later on moment story-wise. So yeah, we kind of lost. There was a retreat, and the retreat is trying to go back to the submarines, which there aren't going to be any more submarines because our fire abilities allow us to like explode everything below us again. And yikes. So having the moment, the heavy moment of having to leave everybody behind, it just sucks. So I get why they were like, take the small ones because Appa can't carry everybody. And once again, we have a main band of kids leading us again for the TV show. And love it. It's fun. It's great for the content that they're creating, but also it puts so much more weight on these kids' shoulders, which adds a little bit of stakes as an adult watching kids trying to fight it out. Because, like, battles are already really, really, really hard, but having to see kids go through them, especially when there's such a pivotal moment, is even harder. So thinking that that's on their shoulders as the adults leaving, like letting them go, has got to be so incredibly hard, and even more so for the kids on the back, because this is the second time that Aang thinks that he has failed, bossing Say first and now here. So yeah, that kind of got me. I was just like, you are leaving these people not knowing what their fate is going to be. So it's hard. Like, you gotta say goodbye. You gotta say all of the things that you want to say to people, leaving them there. But are they going to be imprisoned? Are they not? If you know what I mean. So, ouch. Like, that's rough. That is a rough decision. Especially when you could have potentially attempted still. Not saying that you would have won. They're probably making the smart decision of being like, we haven't an advantage anymore, and we don't have the element of surprise when you could potentially have that in the future. But not trying has got to be eating up Aang. You know, I know it would be like kicking my butt all the way in that entire flight, wherever we were going, because I don't even know where they're going to head now. That's like, big shocking moment. But you know what I think is gonna happen? Iroh's gonna start like messing some stuff up. We have okay, so I'm finally, this is it. This is the moment. I'm gonna try to put all my eggs in this basket. I'm gonna try to fully trust Iroh, because breaking out of the prison seems like a super anti-Fire Nation thing to do. Very happy that we had our person helping. I don't remember her name. Min? Something like that. But she was helping out Iroh, just being kind to him the entire time. I don't think she'll come back. But I think that was our hint as viewers to be like, it's happening. Because he's still a firebender and everything. So, like, why couldn't he have been, like, just firebending all of that out before? So, just that big burst out and everything. Love it, love it. You don't even get to see it happen, but you see all the, like, aftermath of it, and you're like, yeah, he turned into a dragon or something, didn't he? He definitely did. So I'm very, very excited to see what happens with Iroh, especially since Zuko has teamed up with him, or, like, is going to team up with him, or tried to team up with him. Instead, we see Zuko chasing down the Avatar. So, and not in a way that we had before. This time in order to join them. So, I don't know how that's gonna be a meetup, per se, like how that's gonna go down. I think if anybody is gonna be adverse to it, I think it's gonna be Sokka more than anybody. But that's just because he's very realist, and so am I, and I would just be like, I don't trust you! Where'd you go away? So, like, I feel like that's gonna go, out of anybody that's gonna have the big pushback of, like, why are we trusting him? It's gonna be Sokka. Yeah, definitely. I genuinely didn't know if this was going to be a win episode, or a win couple of episodes, and then a cleanup for the rest of the series to make sure everything tied in nicely, or if it was going to be one of those things that it was going to be like this, where we see our heroes lose again. Personally, when it comes to good writing, for my preference, I really like a good twist and a good fail. And by that, I mean, I want to see our heroes go with no hope into a situation, except for the tiny little mustard seed that they've been carrying the entirety of the episodes. And that's what I need. That's what I want to see. Like, at your worst and at your most devastated, how do you win? And I think more and more so we're getting that. And I like that. Because the point is, like, for myself at least, to see somebody at their lowest turn it all around. Like, see somebody completely change it in their favor. And that just intrigues me so much, because that tiny little mustard seed can get you so far. So I want to see them not with a slight advantage, having them to have no powers, and then being able to win because of it. It's like, no, don't give me any little handicaps. I want to see what happens when I can go all the way. So I'm kind of excited to see where we go from here, because I don't have a plan. The only little things in the back of our arsenal is that we now have Zuko and Iroh, which are two major forces to be reckoned with. But the Fire Nation knows everything and has our entire army, or at least the ones that we know as characters that would fight along with us, that we have been seeing all these seasons. So, yeah, I want to see where this goes. This has been a good series so far, and I'm excited to continue. So until next time, everybody, thanks so much for watching with me. Bye for now! Mwah!